Alright, we are back on Marvel Rivals for another Slop Ultimate Greatest Best Pro Character Guide, and today we are covering all things Peni Parker. I have now solo queued my way up to Diamond Rank, with Peni being pretty much the only tank that I play, and while I'm not top 500 or anything by any means, I do definitely have a strong enough grasp on the character, and also some secret tech that I have not seen anyone else use, so without further ado, let's run that hoe. Alright, first things first, you do need to actually purchase the Venom skin. It gives you plus 20 aura, and it makes you better at the game. Alright, so Peni has 4 different abilities total, and they're all pretty freaking useful. You've got the web, you've got the nest, you've got the mines, and then you've got the grapple. Important thing to notice, Peni has 650 health, but if you stand on either the web created from your nest thingy or just when you shoot at the ground, you'll notice you get like a shield boost or a temporary health boost up to 800, which you want to be at all times. Another important feature of the webs besides the health boost is you'll notice you actually get a speed boost while you're walking / running across the webs. Quick pro tip, this is super helpful for rolling out in like the beginning of the match. You want to first grapple yourself, place the nest, it'll help you get a speed boost, run, grapple, close the nest, place it again, and repeat. And once you bam, bam, and you're just running like 20% faster at most times. But you roll out a lot faster, just do that. Also, for your web / grapple, you can either grapple the ground and it'll grapple you to that point and then place a web there, or you can manually place the web and then just grapple to that point, but that does use up both cooldowns, so unless you already have a web placed somewhere and you like really want to use that web to maybe not risk placing another one to remove where you have a different web set up, then that was confusing as hell. So if you'll notice in the bottom left, you have the 3 out of 3 web counters. What I'm talking about there is you can only have 3 of these web thingies down on the map at one point. So if you place this one, if you place this one, that'll go away. Another tech, if you want to place 2 webs quickly, you can just throw one at the ground and then grapple the ground, ungrapple it, and that's 2 webs before the L2 cooldown would have been off. Definitely one of, if not the most important function of the web is it can actually conceal mines. So if you place your like R1 mine ability inside of this web or the nest web, they're invisible to enemy players. So if like an enemy player stands on this corner of the web, all these mines, well, he won't see these mines. So if he just walks through this doorway, he will see the web. So if he walks onto this web, he'll just instantly die because all these mines will heat target him and get him. And also worth noting, if you didn't know, the mines will track anyone standing on the web that they're placed on, and that includes the nest, and you can extend nests and webs with other webs. So let's say this is the distance currently covered by the web. You can place all your mines here in this corner, and then if an enemy comes and walks over right here, the mines will just chase him down and blow him up where he stands. And you can use that to your advantage by extending it using your web launch like this in whatever direction or pathway you so choose to extend its range. Yeah, that's that. Like I was saying earlier, though, you can only have 3 charges of the web out. So if you throw one down, throw some mines in it, as you should, because that's the move, and then let's say you grapple somewhere, and then you give yourself a shield wall. Well, now you've got 3 webs out again, because all the other ones you had are gone, but this is now the first web you placed in the cycle. So let's say you're banking on an enemy walking through this and dying. So you want to keep that web there, because if you place another web, that web disappears, and now the enemies will see the mines and they won't walk over it. So Just keep that in mind, or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that is about the only scenario where I would recommend web stranding to an existing web. Otherwise, just like use it normally to place a web. That's what I was trying to say. That took like 5 minutes. Holy crap. On to the nest, though. The nest is your bread and butter. It is your baby. This thingy is Peni Parker. Like it's this. There's zero scenario ever where you want this to not be either on the field or coming off of cooldown because it was destroyed. Also worth noting, put it where it's going to be helpful. I mean, you got to move it a lot. You just need to put it where there's going to be people, but also put it somewhere where the enemies can't easily shoot it, because this is the lifeblood of Penny. If you take out Penny's nest, then she is remarkably less useful, but until you take out the nest, she's pretty freaking good. You just want to use it to like block off choke points and make terrain inaccessible, but also not to the point where like you just set this in the middle of the battlefield, because then the other team's just going to easily destroy it right away, and then you're screwed. Another thing worth noting, you can see the health bar for the nest in the bottom left corner where you can see your number of webs, and I would definitely recommend paying attention to that. That decides what the cooldown for the nest is. So I think it's 15 seconds normally, but if the enemy team gets it down to half health, then the cooldown will be half of that, so 7 seconds or whatever it is. But if it's at full health and you close it, you instantly can place it right again, as we learned in the movement tech thing earlier. So yeah, if you notice that the enemy team is shooting at it, if you see that the health bar is starting to go down, I would honestly just instantly close it, because then you're going to have like maybe a 2-3 second cooldown before you can quickly place it again. Whereas if they get a few more shots off on it before you're able to notice and they completely destroy it, you're definitely at a big disadvantage for the next 20 seconds or whatever until you get that cooldown back. You basically just want to put the nest out of view of enemies, but still in an area that you can either stand on or extend to an area that you can stand on. And also just aim, kill. You want to do this, but also pepper mines. Oh, shit. But also pepper mines in the middle of your shots, because the mines, look how much, like, if you're able to just pop a mine, shoot, pop a mine, shoot, just whenever it's off cooldown, basically, just throwing them out. I mean, it just jacks your DPS, like, way higher than if you were just launching normal shots. Also worth noting, the mines can do AoE damage, so if you're, like, launching them into a crowd of multiple people, you're even going to do even more damage than you would just shooting normally. Which brings us back to the web ability, which you want to use every time it's off cooldown. This is probably Penny's best thing she has, I guess, what you want to call it. I mean, it's a stun with a 3-second cooldown. It's nuts. Look at this, bro. Toss out a mine, shoot, web. Like, if you do that against most DPSs, there's nothing you can do, because once you get locked into place like that, not only are they not damaging you or your teammates, but they also cannot move away from the mines and shots that you're launching at them. I mean, it's just cooking, bruh. Also, definitely worth noting is her, like, that web stun thingy can actually cancel out a lot of the ults in the game, like Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange.
Maximum! It's fighter time!
It freezes anyone who it doesn't completely finish, so it either like cancels out half the ult. Well, you know, it either like pauses the ult for a few seconds. For like Luna Snow, it can be super helpful, even though it doesn't completely end it. You can lock Luna in place, which she's not able to move with her team, and keep them. So yeah, anytime you hear Scarlet Witch howling about chaos or any ult happening whatsoever, find out where they are really fast and then freeze them. And your team will be like, damn, that dude's freaking sick, bruh. Which brings us to Penny's ultimate, which is probably one of the fastest game. And for it, you first of all need to make sure you have a nest placed, and then you want to unload as many mines as you can. Activate your ult, and make sure you activate it connected to your nest or starting somewhere. Or you want to start on your nest or connect it to your nest at some point throughout your walk. But you just run around, cover as much surface area as possible, and then the mines that you threw at the beginning and from your nest will just keep crawling across all the webs you place. So you don't want to double back on the same point. You really just want to spread out and cover as much of the ground, well, as much of the ground that you think an enemy could potentially go towards as possible with webs, and also just spam all the mines out as fast as possible. Just, you know, spam L2. If you don't connect it to a nest and you're just chucking out the mines as you're doing the ult, you're gonna do like you're gonna drop like 6 mines and maybe get a kill. But if you can get your nest just farming little robot spider thingies across like a whole big old area of the battlefield, you can literally like wipe a whole team without too much difficulty if you do it right. Alright, so if you grapple, you know, you walk it out, you can't move, you're locked in, you're shooting, whatever, and then you let go, it instantly jerks you back. It instantly tethers you back to the point of tethering. I don't know. Let's say we're like holding this angle and I'm just blasting away, and I want to be able to just teleport back to my team a little quicker. But like, I don't know. In my opinion, it's just as fast to like look and spam your grapple button thingy to it. Maybe there's some big brain tech I'm missing out on. Well, actually there is. Well, look at this. So if you grapple the ceiling, it'll just bounce you up and down every time you get to like 10 meters away from this point. But that's only if you don't hold an input direction. If you like walk forward, it drops you all the way to the ground, and then you just kind of have a get out of there button. So let's say, hey, we're blasted up, and then they walk in, and I go, oh crap, give him the bounce, Jamie, or what? Something, I don't know. I didn't say it was helpful. I just said it was secret tech or whatever. Low key, this actually could be somewhat useful to like try to delay dying a little bit longer and maybe spam a couple more mines. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I've been sleeping on it. I feel like that's the move, is to get all the way to the bottom to make it a little bit harder to even track, or like mix it up, because if you like hold it half the way, I don't know, maybe someone out there is gonna see this and go, dang, I got an idea for that. Oh, hold up, wait, this is actually also really important. Penny can climb walls. Yeah, people kind of forget about that, including me. It definitely super slept on. Yeah, Penny can climb walls, so make sure to be climbing them walls and then going, Spider Penny, I'm a 12-year-old girl in a Gundam suit. Wait, watch, this is gonna be sick. Ready? Shit! Well, I do believe that is all of my secret knowledge on Peni Parker. Yeah, I'm sure I'll remember something tomorrow and be like, damn it! Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is going to be all she wrote for today, but we'll be right back on that grind tomorrow. So if you like, follow me, like and subscribe, or stupid donuts or something. If you found this guide at all helpful, or you have a character that you would like a guide on, let me know. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Slop out.
Sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler. You're so skibbity. You're so Phantom Tax. I just wanna be your Sigma.